Hey everyone, welcome back. One of the most important things you can do is practice with your freeze-dried or storage foods. And today, that's what I'm going to be doing. We're going to be making some potato pancakes with some Thrive Life products. Alright everybody, welcome back. So, I know you guys love these cooking videos, and I'm putting together some stuff with some of this Thrive Life food that I have here. I have some dehydrated potatoes, which we've already hydrated. Some dehydrated onions. We've got the egg mix here. And we're going to make some potato pancakes with this. I'll pull out my stove back there, and we'll do it. But first I want to mix it up and get it ready. These are still rehydrating, a little tiny bit left, so I'm going to give you a couple of reasons why you should be stocking up on food right now. If you folks have seen the latest report from the U.S. Census Bureau, they have a household pulse survey from late August, and they said 10% of adults, that's 22.3 million, reported they didn't have enough food to eat or lacked food. Now that figure is up from 18 million in March. Feeding America, which is a nationwide network of 200 food banks, served more than 46 million people and is saying that they may not have food for 6 to 8 billion meals coming in 2021. So we are looking at, with the shutdown and all the other stuff going on, we're looking at some food shortage coming on. We saw pictures of those thousands of cars that lined up at the Texas Food Bank. Hawaii has seen a stunning increase in the amount of meals they've served. Wisconsin Food Bank recently, from a news story, said they're not going back to normal anytime soon. So America's food insecurity crisis is getting worse, not better. And there's millions of folks now that rely on food banks because of the shutdowns. So it's definitely time to get your food storage in order, even if it's just something as simple as going to the store and buying a few extra products every time you shop. So what I'm going to do now is drain off this stuff, and we are going to start mixing it up. Alright, so we got these all dried out. Actually, they did pretty good when I rehydrated them. They weren't too watery, kind of right on the money there. So what you're going to need to make these potato pancakes, and again, this is a really simple thing you can make. As you see, I'm going to be making out here, basically in my garage, even though it's my YouTube studio, with a portable stove and a pan. So these are really simple to make. And what you're going to need are 4 large potatoes. Now again, that's not 4 large potatoes, but I'm making it a little bit smaller. I'm going to eyeball this recipe. 1 yellow onion, 1 egg beaten, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, and 2 cups of vegetable oil for frying, as well as a little bit of black pepper. They say, it's weird, they say black pepper to taste. I would say maybe a tablespoon of it, not too much. What we're going to do is grate the potatoes, or use dehydrated potatoes. You're going to mix in the egg, salt, and black pepper, and you're going to add enough to make the mixture thick. So you kind of probably want to think about, if you're doing four potatoes, about 2 to 4 tablespoons all together. You're going to put your pan over there in the corner there on the fire with a little bit of oil in it, and you're going to drop the balls in that you've made and flatten them out and make potato pancakes. Really hearty, easy kind of food to make. You can make some Thrive scrambled eggs after and have yourself a breakfast, and it's really simple to do. So the first thing we're going to do is mix in some of the salt and pepper. I'm going to just kind of go eyeball on this one, because again, I've made this before and I've never followed a recipe. So I'm kind of just going to throw in that there, and I'll throw in probably almost all of these. These are the minced chopped onions from Thrive. Just kind of mix them all together because I want it to taste like onion. There we go. That's about right. But I want to mix it together. Okay, so we got salt and onion in there. Now we are going to do a little black pepper. I'm just going to put some in my hand. I don't want to go too crazy with it. There we go. A little bit more. I like having the pepper there, but I don't want it to be overpowering. Okay, so now you got your dry ingredients in there. Now you're going to put your egg in. And again, I may have to mix up more egg. I'm not sure yet. I'm just going to put this whole thing in there. I'm going to mix that around a little bit. I can tell I might need a little bit more egg. I'm not sure. But there's your mixture so far. And we're going to put in a little flour. Again, not much. You just want this to kind of make it like a paste. See, we're getting there. Almost there. And if you made this stuff before, this is one of the reasons I tell people to practice, because this will be incredibly valuable to you when maybe you don't have a measuring spoon around, or Maybe you don't have enough to fill up a recipe, and you're trying to just get by with what you got. Now we're getting you're getting a nice kind of pasty mixture there now. So we're about right. So let me wash up my hands, open up the stove here. We're going to use our Gas One foldable stove in the back there, and get the oil on and try it out. Got the fire going, got the stove going. I have it going fairly medium to low. I don't want to get it too hot. Again, because we're out here in kind of a uncontrolled environment. I'm just going to use, you can use the oil of your choice. I got this cheap, this vegetable oil. That's the only reason I'm using it. I'm going to stick that on there. And we're going to let that heat up to temperature. And then we'll drop the pancakes in and see how they come out. And by the way, this is the final mixture. That's what we got. It is very sticky, so I'm going to be careful about putting my hands in there before I start dropping them in. And you just make this until it's gone and you're done. Really simple recipe and a really hearty kind of thing to go with your eggs in the morning or whatever. And it's made completely with dehydrated food that I rehydrated, except for the flour. So give me a few minutes to heat that up and we'll be right back. Just tested it. I got it up to about 200. We're going to move this over here, turn it down a little bit more, because they say to keep it at 200. Now remember to be very careful when you're doing this. You're working with very hot oil. Make a pancake, put it in, and we'll see how that comes out. I'm going to flatten it a little bit. There we go. Alright, so give me a few minutes. We'll see how the first one comes out. I have a towel over here to let it drain off a little bit. And then we'll finish them all up. And I'll eat them for breakfast with my eggs. Alright, so I got about 4 in there now. They seem to be going along pretty well. I did have one kind of break half on me here. But we still got it going. Flip it over and see. Alright, doing good. So I'm going to give them a few more minutes and I'll bring you back when they're all done. Because you get this part. This is just the cooking part. And we'll see what they taste like. Alright, so they're all done. Check that out. Now these are kind of hot because I just got them out. But check that out. Let's try it out. That is really, really good. So I'm really impressed. Doing this with freeze-dried stuff, you wouldn't even know the difference. Still tastes just as good. And definitely a good time to start practicing your preparedness foods and your preparedness recipes and trying them out and see how you like them and make sure that they're stuff you like. And also make sure that you can have a little bit of variety. If you've got all this different type of freeze-dried food stored already, you can definitely check it out and try it. And just a little bit at a time, and then replenish it as needed, and you're really doing much better than the average person who just puts it up on the shelf and never tests it out. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to check out our Thrive Life link down below there. That's iridium242.thrivelife.com. And if you're interested in getting some of the foods here, you can pick them up easily. You don't need to join anything. You do save a little money if you join as a delivery customer or a subscriber or a consultant. But you do save a little bit of money that way, but you don't have to. You can get the stuff and just try it out. I'm really pleased with their foods. I really like it. Also, too, don't forget to check out our Food for Patriots link down below. That's preparewithiridium.com. If you're interested in getting some easy, simple 2-week or 4-week kits, you can save $100 on the 4-week kit right now, and definitely a good time to stock up on food. And you know what, too? Honestly, I tell you about this stuff, but if all you can afford is to go to the store and maybe buy 1 or 2 things every week, that's good too. Get yourself set up with some food, because we do, I think, have some food shortages coming in the future. Lastly, don't forget to check out our Amazon store down below. Our Amazon affiliate store has all of the items I review, kind of like this Gas One stove back here, which I really, really like. And you will find them in there and check them out. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay fed, and stay prepared.